Welcome to the third Afro News discussion. The first Afro News discussion was about the state of democracies across the continent. The second one was about China's involvement with African countries on the economical level. And for today's discussion, we're going to be talking about illegal immigration within the continent and outside the continent. Before to start the discussion, I want to give all my prayers to the people of Senegal and for all the protests and the chaos happening there. I hope you get better and everything get back to normal. So for today's discussion, our guests are Leshan, Emma, Lutfo, and Mahela. And the discussion topic is about illegal immigration. So the first question is, what are the causes of illegal immigration according to you guys?
Well, I think that a lot of the time the illegal immigration within Africa is because of economic factors. People are looking for a better way of life, or escaping violence, or are looking for some sort of stability in life. When the countries become unstable.
Yeah, like to add on to that, like especially like depending like on like the government that you have, like the economic and political instability within like the region can like force people to have to like move, especially like if they're in an area of like high conflict. So like that contributes a lot to like immigration, especially like with like when the country is unstable, it's like even if you'd want to do it legally, it'd be hard to go through, especially if you're escaping from political persecution.
I think both within the continent and outside, it's for better opportunities, honestly, because they always say the grass is green on the other side. Well, not always. And also political instability as well, economic status, and
Yeah, I guess just for a better life, basically. Yeah.
So from all the answers that we've been getting, is like the idea is that back home life is not better. That's why people want to move out.
I mean, not better, just better opportunities. Not oh, life is life is always better at home, but you want better opportunities so that some will say, oh, they will go out, get all the resources they can, and come back, but not everybody does that. So I guess they will go out for better life, better opportunities in general. Opportunities is the big word, and then yeah.
I also think not everyone is privileged enough back at home. Like some people earn more, some people are more educated, therefore they have better opportunities back at home. So other people have to find, I guess, more intensive means of like improving their life, and that would require them to immigrate illegally to find just better opportunities for their family.
And back to that, sure, in a lot of African countries, I'd say there's a lot of nepotism. Like in order to get somewhere, you have to know someone. So for a lot of people, they don't have that opportunity to improve their lives without knowing the right people. So I think some people are forced to immigrate illegally because they want a fair opportunity, and also trying to do it the legal way, getting a passport, getting a visa, getting a work visa or papers. It's so difficult, and there's just so much bureaucracy.
Yep. And about illegal immigration, I feel like there's a lot of misconception when people talk about illegal immigration. For example, one of those misconceptions is that people tend to see illegal immigration as African leaving the continent when what they don't know is that there's more internal immigration movement on the continent than from the continent to the outside continent. So what other misconception do you think people have about illegal immigrant? For example, a lot of people see illegal immigrant as people that are illiterate, that people that are not educated, when it's wrong. There's a lot of people that are highly educated, but they can't really find the opportunity, as a lot of people said here, at home to really show the different, talent and all these things. What other misconception do you have that
Like
people?
on that point, like you do like, especially because some economies in some countries, some regions in Africa can't cater, like even if you have the expertise, like they don't have I guess the technology available for you to display that, and they don't have the resources available for you to show your skills to the fullest level. And that's why, especially like in Africa, because like most immigration within Africa is from like countries with like higher like economic power as compared to like countries with low economic power. And so like with higher economies and and more robust economies, you find that there's like especially technology, for example, I feel like that's one really important factor that causes people to move. Like they have more access to like a lot of things, and they're able to display their skills more.
Definitely. And another misconception that people have is that people think that illegal immigration is by choice. It's not by choice. People are being forced to leave their countries, leave their loved one, leave their home, and try to like search for a better, a better future, a better living place, basically.
Some form of stability.
Exactly. Another question that is also raised a lot is the idea that illegal immigration need to be fixed by African country. What do you think about that?
I think it's too complex to be fixed by one African country, because a lot of the time these, if it's like, let's say someone migrating as a refugee from Somalia, that's not a problem that African countries can fix per se. Somalia's issues stem from a lot of internal conflict, but also a lot of external influence to that conflict. So it's very complex. It's a very complex situation, in my opinion.
So you basically, what you're saying, that you believe that it's a responsibility of both African country and other countries that have influence on the lives of African people living on the continent. For example, what I mean by that is that the way I see what you're saying is that we need collaboration between both European countries, because that's where a lot of Africans go, and African countries to solve that issue.
I'd say, yeah. If since European countries have the means, I think it would be important for them to invest in ways to ensure that there's some long-term growth. And also, I think it's also important for African countries and African governments to have policies in place that encourage people to utilize their talents and skills, and also create some form of stability for the people, in my opinion. Yeah.
Any other thought?
Okay, so for me, the thing is like, I feel like I mean, on one extent, like it would be great to have like both African countries and like the rest of the world helping this situation, but like the problem is like there's always somebody who's going to be benefiting from like conflict, for example, because like that's one of the major reasons for like immigration, like because there's so many different interests within like a country or within a region, and like that sparks the conflict. Like for example, like with like Somalia, like because like they like, especially with like major superpowers, they get involved in the conflict, and like that ends up making the conflict even worse than it would have been originally, right? And so because of that, like if we want to be able to actually fix that, like because like I believe to properly like fix like or like to resolve like the immigration is to fix the situation that caused the immigration in the first place, and to be able to do that, like there needs to be like I don't know, not necessarily like oversight, but like a way to limit people like irrelevant or like people who seek profit from the chaos, like to limit their involvement in the situation, because once they're involved in it, they're gonna do all they can to make sure that the conflict continues so that they can continue to profit. So like if you're able to take that away, then it'd be easier to like resolve the situation. Because like especially like with most conflicts, like it's usually like for resources, like especially like with like Congo, for example, like there's a lot of foreign powers involved in like the conflicts that are there because of the abundance of resources. Once you can control the resources, you can control who has access to them, and that limits the people who can profit from it, and that will be able to like will help make the situation easier to resolve, I guess.
Yeah. So don't you think, Lupo, that the problem of immigration today in Africa is a product of Africa's colonial history, and we talk about resources, Africa being a resourceful continent. Would you put illegal immigration up there as one of the main contributors to the instability in African political economy?
Yes, to a certain extent, because like I mean, like for me, like I feel like a lot of issues that Africa is facing now is because of like this is based and on like the foundation because of colonialist influence, and like because we still like those effects are still present in Africa right now, and like I feel like Africa didn't have enough time to be able to get over that and be able to like